lovely people, my name is Nicole, and today I want to talk about my bookish turn-offs, my squicks, the things that when I hear are in a book description, they just make me want to turn and run. So this is the kind of thing that they're not for me. I don't like reading about them, but that's not any kind of judgment on the thing as a concept, and that's not any kind of judgment on anyone else who enjoys them. This is just me. Also, almost all of these things have been done well in books and I've enjoyed them. They're just things that, for the most part, unless they're done really, really well, I tend to shy away from. So the first one is pregnancy plotlines. I've actually mentioned this a number of times in videos, although I've tried to be kind of vague about it to avoid spoilers, but this is something about pregnancy, especially teen pregnancy, just makes me super uncomfortable. I don't want to read about it, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to hear about it. I'm not a big like baby person, and so the idea of reading about pregnancy just squicks me out. I cannot do it. Just something about it makes me so uncomfortable. Number two is what I like to call special snowflake syndrome. So this is when you have a character who's not like everyone else, they're different and unique, and they are a special snowflake. This often comes with some weird or awkwardly misspelled name. You see this a lot of times in YA books where the main character is a girl who's not like other girls, and all the guys like them because they're just like one of the guys, because they don't obsess over their hair and makeup and they're so different and quirky, and I'm just here rolling my eyes. I think the best example of a special snowflake character that I can think of that's like the most commonly recognized one is Holden Caulfield. He is very much this sort of, I'm different than everyone else, my generation is so like annoying and I'm so much better than everyone else who's my age. I hated Catcher in the Rye. Fun fact about me. The next one is insta-love, and this is a very common pet peeve that I've noticed. This is when two characters meet, their eyes meet, and they just knew they were soulmates. And this can be interesting if there's actually some like legitimate soulmate thing going on, and like that's actually a magical concept in this book, but it's so often in like contemporary books or whatever that these people, they don't know anything about them, or they've known them for a week and suddenly, I love you, I do anything for you, I would sacrifice my life for you. It's like, honey, do you even know their middle name? Calm yourself. You are like 12. You need to keep it in your pants. Next is poorly written love triangles. This is the kind of thing that mainly I'm just sick of it because there's been so much of it and I just find them unrealistic. And most of the time they're not actually triangles, they're just kind of arrows, because it's two people who like one person, where if it was actually a triangle, two people would like one person and then those two people would also like each other. And I think a really good example of that kind of thing is the Infernal Devices, where they all have such a passionate love for each other, and some of that love may be in different ways, but it really is a triangle instead of just an arrow. And I just get really frustrated when the character at the center of the triangle is just going back and forth about who she loves more. Part of me like understands that emotions are complicated and all that jazz, but calm down, take a step back, and just take some time to yourself and just think about it. Also, I feel bad for the two other people in the triangle, because it's like, honey, you deserve better than someone who just clearly, like, you're not their first priority. You deserve someone who will put you as their first priority and like who you're not their potentially second choice. And the last thing is the one that gets me most angry, and this is the one that I don't think under any circumstances can be done well because it's just awful, and that is when there are these horribly toxic relationships that are played up as like, this is the epitome of romance, this is what love looks like, true love kind of thing, and I'm like, this is abusive, get help, please get out of here. Like, you need someone who will take care of you and love you and not like emotionally abuse the shit out of you. So often you see this in relationships where one person, usually the guy, at least in the books that I've read, is like sort of a bad boy kind of person and a bit of a rebel, and they treat their partner like crap. And their partner's just like, oh, well, you know, that's just who they are. I have to save them and make them better and all that jazz. But it's like, no, go date someone who actually likes you and who doesn't feel the need to treat you like crap just to like express his love. That's not love, that's abuse. You deserve better. And I think one of the reasons that this trope in particular bothers me so much is because it teaches people and it teaches readers who are often young teenagers that this kind of relationship is healthy and okay, and it's really not. If you're in this kind of situation, ask a friend or a parent or a therapist or a teacher or someone for help and get out of it, because it's not healthy and it's like, you deserve so much better. So those are some of my bookish literary pet peeves, turn-offs, squicks, whatever you want to call them. Let me know what things that when you read in a book description just make you immediately turn and run the other way in the comments. I love you, and I will see you later. Bye!